The Oregon forest woke shrouded in mist. Between the towering redwoods, a man walked alone. Eliot, 45, his face etched with sleepless nights and heavy memories. In his hand, a bag of smooth, cold stones. Each one carried a piece of his life. Losses, regrets, memories he refused to let go of. He gazed at the river winding through the forest and whispered, "Without them, who am I?" The wind carried a distant sound, like a voice calling him towards something greater. Eliot didn't know it yet, but his life was about to change. Eliot lived in a small cabin near the river, surrounded by memories he couldn't release. An open notebook sat on the table, old photographs scattered around, the heavy silence filling every corner. He tried to fill his days with routine, coffee, walks, remote work, but every gesture reminded him of what he had lost. His daughter, Sarah, now grown, was trying to reconnect with him. She left simple notes, words of hope, but Eliot felt incapable of responding. Then, one afternoon, while walking by the river, something shifted. He realized the stones in the bag weighed more than life itself. The encounter with Rowan, the wise crow, began to stir something within him, raising questions he hadn't dared ask in years. How much of what you carry is truly yours, and how much is just fear of letting go? The storm began as a whisper and grew into a biting wind. Eliot ran to the river, the heavy bag of stones in his hands, heart racing. The wind howled, the water surged, but he knew he had to reach the riverbank. The stones slipped from the bag, one by one, as he fought to keep his balance. Each stone that fell seemed to strip away an old pain while making room for something new. Rowan appeared on the opposite bank, silent, a golden feather clutched in his claws. You don't have to forget to move forward. Just let love take a new place. Eliot looked at the river, held the last stone, Clara's name etched on it, and let it sink into the water. A golden light spread. The weight inside him fractured silently. The golden feather drifted away, vanishing among the trees, leaving Eliot light, breathing for the first time since the accident. Back at the cabin, the scent of wet wood and the sound of the river filled the air. Eliot held the golden feather, memories and longing intertwined. He realized he didn't need to seek every answer outside himself. Acceptance was enough. On the cliff, Rowan soared and disappeared into the horizon, and Eliot released the last stone, feeling its weight lift. The sun was setting. The wind blew softly. He closed his eyes, laughed, and took a deep breath, sensing for the first time that he could live without carrying it all alone. Perhaps what weighs most isn't the past itself, but the fear of letting it go. Winter brought silence and calm. Eliot walked to the river every day, watching the water carry memories away. His daughter left a note. "Dad, I found the stone with her name. I let it go." Eliot smiled, tears in his eyes, not of pain, but of freedom. He began writing again, capturing small joys and lessons, eventually publishing the book, The Things That Stay Light. Strangers wrote to him, sharing how tiny stones released into rivers had changed their lives. In spring, he returned to the cliff, letting the golden feather float once more, feeling the wind brush against his chest. The crow appeared in the distance, flying over the river, and Eliot finally laughed, peaceful, knowing life could feel light again. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel. Here, every story is about learning to live, letting go, and finding new beginnings. Keep walking with me. There are more stories that can reach your heart.